action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Won by the Minnesota Timberwolves. T. Down low for Gibson. To Towns. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Karl-Anthony Towns at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by three. Into the front court, it's Booker. He'll run the offense. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Teague with it up top. Leads just a point. Short jumper stays out. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Booker. Ryan Anderson, guarded by Taj Gibson. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
T to Gibson. Short jumper won't fall.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Jeff Teague trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Suns control the possession. For three, it's no good. Shot's not going down. To Wiggins. Screen coming. Wiggins to Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson missed his first. That one goes.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
And he missed the free throw. To Teague. Jeff Teague, 3 for 4. Good start.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Mikal Bridges. Karl Anthony Towns. Huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Jeff Teague. He's now 5 for 6.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Suns with the basketball. To Mikal Bridges. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Now whistle as Minnesota's going to take the timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. There you go. Way to stay with it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Phoenix has the ball.
I got him.
Here comes the screen. Trevor Ariza guarded by Towns. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Devin Booker. Devin Booker in his own desert. No one in sight, and he takes advantage.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Fires the three. That no good. Off the mark. That'll get out of bounds. Off one of the T-Wolves. Deep three at the buzzer. A three-pointer at the buzzer is good. They can check it all they want, but that clearly was fired in time. And it gives them the lead after one quarter. First quarter down as we get ready to start the second. Boy, you talk about offensive efficiency. It was really high.
Yeah, I got to hedge the bet because I got to talk to the defense right now. You have to actually play defense on people to stop people in this league.
That's out. Last touch by Karl Anthony Towns. It's a one-point game as we get rolling once again here in the second quarter. Here's a chance from long range. Not getting the bounce. To Rose. Trying to cash in. Rose's shot off the iron. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Rose into the front court. Down by one. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
It's Minnesota basketball. Rose, guarded by Devin Booker. Derrick Rose. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Booker. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Towns. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Has a chance. Shot by Warren misses.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Booker. Karl Anthony Towns with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Derrick Rose, guarded by Ariza. Fires the three. Slam down. Karl Anthony Towns on the follow.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Now the Suns going to signal for a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Anthony Tolliver sends it away. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Tyson Chandler. Minnesota at the controls. Sizing up the defense. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Booker with it. 5-point game. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Booker.
That's me.
Going to launch beyond the arc. It's good.
There it goes in. The fact of the matter is some players aren't taking that shot on a regular basis, but still have the confidence to make them when you need them to.
can't connect.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Derrick Rose, he's 3 for 7.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. And the rebound taken by the Wolves. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Into the front court, it's Booker. His guys currently down by 13. Easy path to the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Karl Anthony Towns. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
20-footer at the buzzer. It's good, just as the horn sounds. Inching a little closer, but still down at the break. First half in the books, as the Timberwolves enjoy a nice cushion so far.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Timberwolves have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scores for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Suns would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
Have a look at the leading scores for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Defense.
The Minnesota Timberwolves
are exhibiting some great defense. They're refusing to let shooters get comfortable and showing great anticipation in the passing lanes.
Player of the half.
Karl Anthony Towns
tallied a lot of blocks in the first half and really made his presence known on the defensive end. I bet we end up seeing the opposition get even more timid around him. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
It's Phoenix ball. DeAndre Ayton gets it in the right corner. To Booker. Taken by the Wolves.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Almost. Unlucky bounce.
They've been getting open looks, makeable shots that just can't find their way in, but it makes these next few offensive possessions down the stretch even more important.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
I'm sorry, his name is not John Wall or Russell Westbrook, so why is he getting a free pass down the entire length of the floor?
Deep left corner. Booker. Look out, Devin Booker. He's now 4 for 6.
These breakdowns happen because the team lacks communication. You have to point towards your man, keep that butt towards the baseline, and make sure you communicate through every screen.
To Booker. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. To Wiggins. Short jumper, won't go down.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Warren, defended by the Canadian Wiggins. Goes to the right side. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Look out, Devin Booker. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just does everything so well. An all-around, very good player. Offensively, can knock down that shot, but better known for being a 3-and-D type wing who's a lockdown defender.
Nice pass to set things up.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
T. And it's Warren with the rebound. To Booker. Gets it in the left corner. 4-3. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Lays it up and in.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
It's Suns ball.
I got him.
And he finishes at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Towns. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Now the Suns coach gonna signal for a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Substitutions, Minnesota.
Taj Gibson tips it. That's out. Last touch by Taj Gibson. Mikal Bridges lets it fly from beyond the arc, gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Phoenix with it. DeAndre Ayton. Georgie Jang pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And the Timberwolves have the rebound. To Rose. And the finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Cashes in for two.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Curling inside. Derrick Rose. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Knocked loose. Wolves have it. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
From long range. Buries it. It's a three.
I love watching these coaches' moments. The coach was literally saying, no, no, no. Yes, yes, yes. That's how you make coaches look like masterminds.
3 quarters complete. The Timberwolves enjoying the advantage. The Wolves with the basketballs. We start the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Teague with the basketball. His team on top by 13. Beyond the arc for 3. Well defended, but Jeff Teague knocks it down.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, and that's 5 blocks tonight.
Booker with it. Down a bundle.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Through 3, and Jeff Teague knocks it down from 3.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Booker. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Fires the 3 and knocks it down.
The post-shot confidence is everything. He's still running down the court, holding his extension.
To Booker. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
To Teague. Fires the 3. No good. And a putback slam.
Oof. Really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Match up, match up, match up.
Won't go down. Teague with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Going to launch beyond the arc. Defense swarm Teague. Missed the 3. To Booker. Karl Anthony Towns able to recover with the block. Substitution being made in this one. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Booker. Has a chance. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
The great defenders, the ones that really earn their paycheck, are the ones that refuse to be screened. You stuck to that screen like Velcro.
To Booker. Robert Covington sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Has a look. And the rebound taken by Anderson. To Booker. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Towns. Karl Anthony Towns. He's now 5 for 6.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
T. And he buries it.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
To Booker. And that's rebounded by the Timberwolves. Teague with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Offensive board. Knocked loose. And he's going to the free throw line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
DeAndre Ayton at the line for 2 shots. He's struggled so far. First one goes down. And he makes them both. To Wiggins. For 3. And the rebound belongs to Phoenix. To Booker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Devin Booker in his own desert. No one in sight, and he takes advantage.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Trying to cash in. Slams it home on the putback. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team?
Knocked it away.
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Oh, he had it. And that's rebounded by Minnesota. From long range. Not that time. He missed it. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Ryan Anderson has it against the former #1 pick. It's a victory for the Timberwolves as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Timberwolves came away with the victory in this one. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being too aggressive on defense, and sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today. The Suns didn't get the victory they wanted here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. defense. Player of the game.
Karl Anthony Towns was happy to throw down plenty of dunks. And if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.